you're going to find that there will be some differences with your Amazon PPC on a day-to-day basis. Now, what should you do with those differences? Should you pause them or should you go all in? How should you handle that? Well, in this video, I'm going to talk you through your different options and how to do each of them. If you like this kind of information or I'm helping you grow your Amazon business, be sure to give this video a thumbs up. That way I will know that you want more information just like this. Also consider subscribing to my YouTube channel because we post brand new money-making information each and every day. And if you want a question answered personally by me, comment below and I'll do that for you too. With that being said, let's get into it. Think about this from Amazon's point of view, okay? What is Amazon's goal as a company? As a publicly listed company, what is their goal? Make you the money. Make you the money. Okay, good. To get our money so they can give it to the shareholders. And Jeff needs more rockets. We all know that. So their goal is to make as much money as possible. All right, so good. Let's think about that now. Let's think about how Amazon does that. So the way Amazon does that is actually very, very simple for us to think about, okay? So somebody comes to Amazon and yet again, they want a fluffy duck because everybody needs fluffy ducks, okay? Okay, so now I am a searcher. What Amazon now attempts to do, and this is hugely important to recognize this, is they look to maximize the ROI, their return on investment, for any given search, okay? For any given search, Amazon is looking to maximize their ROI of that. So that's Amazon's job, yeah? To make as much money as possible from every single search that's performed on their website. And they do that in lots and lots of different ways, okay? But specifically relating to PPC. So now let's look at the results page, okay? The 4 top listings is all PPC. The 4 top listings are all PPC. Now we can have lots of conjecture about what that means, but the reality is for Amazon, they have figured out that they can make a shitload of money from PPC on their platform, and their customers will also click on PPC ads. We know that's the case because they're at the very, very top, and that's what gets the most clicks in any search engine results page, is the things at the very, very top, okay, which is where SEO comes in. But on Amazon, the top 4 results are all sponsored, aka PPC, aka we're paying for that, okay? All right. Take that, let's think about that now. So now let's think about that in light of Michelle's question. Just wondering, is it better to pause Amazon PPC on the quiet days or on busier days? All right, let's put another little piece of the puzzle together for this. And what I'm trying to do, other than blab on, is I'm trying to show you the disparate elements that come to bear upon answering a seemingly simple question. But actually there's a lot of different moving parts to think about that enables you to come up with a very, very good response to it and a good way to handle it, rather than just looking at it from purely a what's the price point of view, because that's a very, very simplistic way to look at it. There's a lot more going on that we can consider, okay? So that's why I'm kind of blabbing on so much. Anywho, so just wondering, it's better to pause Amazon PPC on your quiet days or on the busy days. I need to reduce spend. So Amazon is looking to maximize the amount of money it makes. Amazon has put all the PPC ads at the top of their page, telling us that people click on them. We also now know, of course, as well, that there is a direct relationship between people clicking on your adverts and people who then go to buy your stuff. We also know that the more people search for a search term, find your product, and then click on your product and buy your product, the more your product will rank organically for that search term. We also know that the more people search for a product, find your product from PPC, and then click on your PPC ad and buy your product will actually decrease the amount of PPC that advert costs you and increase the number of people who will see your ad through something called reach. So we know that's true as well. So hopefully now you're starting to put together a broader understanding of this question, and I promise I'm going to answer it. So just wondering, is it better to pause Amazon PPC on your quiet days? Okay, now let's think about that. So given what I've just told you, what do you think are the implications of pausing your adverts on quiet days? Let's say there's 2 days a week where it's quiet, okay? So I'll give you an example of that. This is not my account, it's somebody else's account. But here, for instance, we can see quite clearly that November the 15th, well, that's a quote-unquote busy day for PPC, as is November the 22nd, quote-unquote busy. If I'm not mistaken, that is a Monday and a Monday. Okay, so here there's a visible, like, Mondays are busy. Mondays are busy, but that day there, what's that? 11th of the 18th. So Thursdays, and again on Thursdays, is quiet. So maybe we should just turn PPC off on Thursdays. Doesn't really help. All right, what do you got here? So what do you got? Less likely to sell the product, says Ben. Marianne, it reduces the CTR, reduces the click-through rate. Yep, it definitely is going to do that. What else? What's the implications of turning off those adverts for a couple of days a week? A little side note, Darren, who's new to AOE, just joined my inner circle, asked me a question about, which I'm going to answer later on tonight, about the best URL to use. And in that, I'm going to show you some updated terms of service. But the long and short of it is that it's getting harder and harder to manipulate the organic rank on Amazon. Okay, it's getting harder and harder to manipulate that through grey hat and black hat strategies. Getting harder to do that, which is good. What that means for us is we can't now rely on old methods to rank things. We must now rely upon the things that Amazon's put in place for us, and Amazon clearly wants us to use PPC to drive rank. Okay, so do we go against what Amazon wants, or do we kind of run with what Amazon wants? And for me, what I'm doing is I am using PPC, yes, to make sales, absolutely, and some of those sales will be profitable. Okay, some of those sales are profitable. However, I am also aware that another big factor of PPC is in driving rank on Amazon. Okay, so to rank your product, when I keep talking about rank, I mean to make it get up here, or more importantly, to make it get here. So in these positions here where you're not paying for it. Okay, organic rank. It drives organic rank. Okay, so I am not only running profitable PPC campaigns, I am also, as much as possible, running break-even PPC campaigns as well. And sometimes even, depending on the product, I'm prepared to lose a small amount of money on my PPC sales, if it means that I can make a lot of money by being in this position, for instance, page 1, position number 4, or the first organic position. If I can lose a little bit of money on PPC, but it means I end up here, then I will, and that being in that position will make me a lot of organic sales, then I consider the loss of PPC a marketing cost to get to that position. Does that make sense? I know I kind of went a whole raft of a way around that to arrive at that response for you, but I wanted you to understand the thought process that goes on in the background, so you can kind of grasp the implications of PPC now more than ever this coming year. Now more than ever, that's going to be massively important. PPC will be a huge thing on Amazon in 2022. It will be absolutely insane. So, short answer to this is, if it were me and I could afford it, of course all these things are based on what you can afford, I would maintain the PPC. Of course, I would optimize where possible, but my optimization strategy also takes into consideration the fact that I'm using PPC with a duality of purpose. Purpose number one, clearly I want to make money from it. If I can make money, I want to make money, okay? So front end money. But purpose number two, I'm using it to drive rank on Amazon, and then I look to get organic sales, which I'll profit from. So it's kind of like a second party profit for PPC, if that makes sense. That was a video from my regular Monday night Q&A session with the members of the Aussie Online Entrepreneurs. We are the fastest growing community of e-commerce entrepreneurs here in Australia. We have over 2,500 members and growing, and our sales are over $50 million. If you'd like to find out more about what we do and come and join us, get yourself off to www.aussieonlineentrepreneurs.com.au. The link is in the description, and I will see you on the inside. Until then, bye.